Well, LMAO. FYI, this is a chat buddy. OMFG. Greetings and welcome to this blurb video of a thing I found in storage and completely forgot that I had it. Something packed away in a box and forgotten long ago. Until now. And this is the chat buddy, I suppose. And it is pretty much what it looks like. It is a little numpad looking USB external keyboard for typing in just things that you would on like AOL Instant Messenger or whatever. Your chat programs. You got all of your acronyms and initialisms there, LOL, BRB, even a smattering of emoticons. That's all it does. Raffle, LMAO, all the things, WTF. It's it's the silliest thing. I mean, if you think about it for just a second, it really doesn't make any sense because it's like most of these are just 2 or 3 characters. Some of them are 4, but I mean, are you really going to be typing in raffle that often to where you would need to, shift that? You already pressed 2. It's just 2 more on a regular keyboard. Or how about TY? Thank you. Shift that. You're still pressing 2 keys. A lot of these you're still pressing 2. It's peak millennial nonsense, or really like boomer nonsense. I don't even know what generation. I don't think anybody would want to claim this. One pressed button for most common chat acronyms, assuming they mean acronyms, works along with standard keyboard, connects to a standard USB port, no batteries required, compatible with major chat programs and Facebook applications. So yeah, Facebook being mentioned, I'm just assuming this is from the late 2000s, mid 2000s. I don't exactly know though, because there's like no information on here, so I'm gonna look it up. Well, this is not the result I was expecting. Obviously, don't have much to go on here, just this generic logo and the chat buddy name and made in China, no company listed. You have a website though, chatbuddykeyboard.com, and it is not archived. I am kind of shocked by that, considering this is presumably from the mid 2000s or late 2000s, something like that. To not have anything archived at all there is wild. So I was looking it up just kind of generically, a couple of different ways, like chat buddy keyboard. You get all this modern AI assistant crap. I mean, who knows? There's a lot of things called a chat buddy, which that makes sense. It's generic enough. But nothing's really coming up here in terms of anything that looks like what I'm looking for. So start looking for it in different ways. Again, more chat buddy apps and things referring to a chat buddy, but again, nothing like this. Nothing with a keyboard, hardly anything for even just the website, except for this just dropped. Yeah, it's saying that the domain was dropped in, was it May 15th, 2015. So that's interesting, a little later than I thought it'd be. So then I decided to do a reverse image search, just taking a picture of it, and just looking for any general visual matches, and nothing. However, this Gboard, that looks very similar. Exact same layout, exact same little LED right here, the same shape of the case. Led me to this Gadgeteer review here from January 2010. Again, a little bit later than I thought it would be. But yeah, that also brings up this here, a gboard.com website. It just says it's made by Gboard though. Like, see if that is archived. All right, that goes way back to 1999. That can't be the same thing. Yeah, that just seems to be a generic parked domain. Future home of a Dotster registered domain. Yeah, it's just parked up until possibly around this time here, 2010, 2011, which would make sense. Here we go. All right, we finally got something. Not affiliated with Google. I could have guessed that. It still is not saying who makes it. I got an FAQ here. Gboard is a thing. It exists. So this does go back to around 2009 though. So presumably the chat buddy came out around the same time. I'm just guessing. Again, I'm not finding anything, which is just nuts to me. Usually there's at least something to go on, but this still doesn't have any information. Current gboard.com has nothing either, of course. Same with chat buddy keyboards. If anybody wants these domains, I guess they're available. It looks like gboard.com is now a Google thing. I guess they're just not doing anything with it, but All right. Yeah, nothing for the chat buddy one. Well, yeah, it's just odd, right? To not have anything show up pretty much at all. I mean, maybe there's something inside. Let's just go ahead and look at it. Plug it in. All right. We'll solve this mystery, or at least explore how it works. Well, there is no more information on here. Wow. Okay. That's deeply unsatisfying. It's not the very worst I've ever used, but oh gosh. Yeah, it's like immediately, unless you're pressing it right down the very center, it's like it just hitches, it catches on itself. Sort of, yeah. Oh geez, that's bad. Oh, I don't have a keycap puller in here, but I don't care. Let's just oh, come on. There we go. Oh my. That's barely a rubber dome. I mean, it's there, but it barely does anything. And it's like in such a strange configuration with this, it's kind of no wonder it's buckling in on itself and just sort of getting stuck because of the way that's designed. Awful. Tiny little... I really just want to see any kind of company name at all. Maybe there's something on the PCB. Well, of course. You get a black blob. There's some text. Well, so we have a date there, 2012, version 1.0, and also it says Jedi MK201. I mean, considering how forced this thing is as a product, that's a pretty appropriate name, I guess. But anyway, there's just nothing else in terms of indication of who the heck made this. I'll look up that name, I guess, or the Jedi. Absolutely nothing, not surprising. Well, about all I can say is that this was made by humans on planet Earth. Okay. Time to test it. All right, got the Inspiron 600M Windows XP going here. It is showing up. Let's see what it shows up as. I'm really curious. Yeah, just a generic human interface device. HID keyboard, generic driver, the human interface device. Made by humans. I knew it. All right. Wow. That's what this does, all right. Goodness. The most useless keyboard I've ever seen in my life. There we go. Okay, all right, now I'm just curious. Okay, so everything is detected as caps lock. In fact, every single time I press something, I see that caps lock is turning on, then turning off. I don't know if that's visible. So if I turn it on first and then, right. Okay, if I hold down Shift though, it does it. Lowercase. So it seems like every time you press a key, it does caps lock, which I guess makes sense because it also has Shift, which is actually pressing the real Shift. So really, this is just like a preset bunch of macros, which, you know, I guess makes sense, but they didn't quite do it in the way I thought they would. Do this and then this. It's lowercase. Right? And then you got this over here. Let's just kind of mess those up. Interesting. Well, I don't really know what we learned here. Ooh, that's gonna be a little weird, yeah, because we got the everything's trying to be caps lock, so really it's trying to do run mode on, and then sometimes we get like a little bit of one of the letters going through. Yeah, unfortunately, due to the way it functions, we're just really not gonna be able to do anything with it other than typing in basic chat commands, which I know is the point, but I always like to try. Every movement is jump. Is it also pressing space? Oh man, yeah. Okay. We can move forward at like the tiniest little bit because it's barely pressing anything, right? Yeah, like just momentarily any one of the letters is being pressed and that's it. I mean, this had to really just be kind of a gag gift, right? You know, oh, I know somebody that uses AIM or Facebook Messenger a lot. I'm gonna get this for them. Except it was $20 though. That is like out of the range of typical gag gift territory, in my opinion. I just don't know. It's just the dumbest thing that I've seen, and I kind of find it amusing for that. WTF indeed, LMAO. Actually, I just noticed too that on here this says orange legends there instead of green below that. Is it possible that they actually made two versions? Oh. Anyway, it's unfortunate that none of this information panned out in terms of figuring out who actually made it. Not that anyone cares at all. Thanks for watching, I guess.